Hello, everyone. Welcome to the RJ Speaks YouTube channel. And today we are incredibly excited to have Joanne from ACTEX Championship Program joining us. Joanne, so thank you so much for being here, Joanne. I'm
Yes, thank
actually
you. Thank you for
excited.
having me.
Thank
Yes.
you. So to kick things off, could you please tell us a bit about your role in ATEX Championship program and what your day-to-day activity looks like?
Okay. So, yes, first, thank you, Ruby, for the invitation. I might introduce myself just a little bit. My name is Joana, and I'm originally from Portugal, but I work at ACTEX Learning for 5 years now. ACTEX is a US-based publisher and e-learning company specializing in actuarial science, as probably many of your viewers, listeners know. And I direct content development and strategy and operations at ACTEC. Uh, so, as part of that, I was involved in the beginning of the champion program. A couple of years ago, we had this idea that we wanted to do more with the university students. Like a lot of our clients are university students, but we are a little bit different from other content providers in that we also have textbooks for professors. Actually, that's how I got into ACTEC. I was a professor and using
Okay.
ACTEC's textbooks. So we already had like a very natural relation with in like universities and professors and students. So we had this idea of launching this program, like an outreach program, to have one champion in each university. We started with universities that have clubs in the US, and we started kind of small with a few universities we knew well in the US, and then continue develop. So along the years, I've also played a role in developing the program.
Okay, and that seemed like a lot of experience summarized like in a minute or two for me.
Yes,
Yeah, so I'm
yes,
sure everybody here is curious to know about the ACTES Championship program. Um, So for us to get straight into it, would you mind telling us what the ATEX Championship program is? For many people watching, they do not know what it is. Like they
no,
know the ATEX study material as in the textbooks and the videos and the others, but might not necessarily know what the championship program is. So we'd like to know
yes.
what the championship program is, who it's designed for, and what it constitutes. So please do us
Okay,
the honors of briefing us what this great program is about.
okay. So the program is actually quite simple. The idea is getting somebody at each university, everywhere where actuarial science is studied in the world, getting somebody to be our champion. That's the person we call our champion. And bigger programs, sometimes we have two champions in a university. And the main objective is to create a connection between ACTEC and that group of students
Okay.
in such a way that we can know what they are wanting, thinking. And so that's the main objective, just creating this channel of communication. And then in
Okay.
practice, our champion gets free study materials. Well, that's why the program is successful. So the champion gets free study materials, and everybody in the club or at university gets special discounts that we don't offer otherwise.
Okay. When you say free
Yes.
study, this free study material, does it have to do with like hard copy textbook or the AdText platform itself with the comprehensive, with the videos, with the goal and
Yes.
everything?
So it's not printed, so they get free study materials. So imagine they are studying for exam FM.
Okay.
They get the ACTEC study manual with videos, with goal, with everything. Yes. Or their exam, and then
Okay.
if they pass that exam, we'll give them the next one. So that's what the champion gets.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else gets a discount. So they get a coupon for discount. It's either so until now it was 20% discount for champions. Now
Okay.
it's 20% for US, Canada, and other developed countries. And from the fall, we are starting a higher discount for developing countries. So, for example, most of Africa countries would benefit of this higher discount through the champion program. So it's 25%.
Okay, so does the 20% or the 25% goes to only the champion, or the same goes to everybody in the school as well? Is it
So the
different
champion
this?
gets free. The champion gets free.
Okay,
Everybody else gets the
20.
25, 20 or 25. Yes, depending on the
Oh,
school.
then it's good for every school to have a champion at least
Yes,
to.
exactly. Yes.
Okay, so in order to, you mentioned from the earlier from the earlier description you were given that all across the world, so
Yes.
everybody, US, Canada, Africa, anywhere
Yes. Anywhere. We
qualifies for
have,
that. Hmm.
yes, we currently have 141 champions in 23 countries. Being the United States, we have 53 champions, in Kenya 24,
Oh
in
wow.
Canada 11, in Ghana 8, in India 8, and so on, so on. So, um, but there's more things. The program is not just that. So we also have other one other very important piece of the program is we
Mhm.
offer through the program the champion organizes workshops. So
Okay.
during the semester, me and some other people on my team are presenting workshops via Zoom. Of course, like I don't fly to Kenya to give these workshops, but I give a lot of workshops on how to study for exams, how to learn mathematics. For example, in Kenya, one workshop they ask a lot students there is what are all the different pathways and what are the differences and similarities between like SOA and CAS and IFOA and the South Africa path. Um, so that's also usually we do one or two workshops per year per university, and that's also a really nice part of the program. It's one
Mhm.
that I like more because again, that one reinforces what I was saying. The main objective of the program is creating this relation, right? And
Mhm.
we meet a lot of students, and the students meet us, and they can ask questions, and like we get to know each other. So it's like it's opportunity to increase the network, and you probably know how important it is in this
Mhm.
career to like increase your network. Um, yeah, so that's what the program is.
Okay, so if I get you right, is the workshop open to everybody or just the champions?
No, for everybody. The
For
champion
every.
organizes. The champion is like our contact, and he organizes like like if the university has a club, usually is during their club meetings, like
Mhm.
saying in 2 weeks, somebody from ACTEC is coming to talk about something, like, and then he organizes. And sometimes they organize like an in-person meeting where we are
Mhm.
talking on the screen and they are all together and they bring pizza and things like that. Sometimes everybody's in their home, so they do like an online meeting. Um, but it's for everybody on the program. Yeah.
Okay, that sounds like a very great package, but I would like to ask a very important question to that. How do people qualify to be champions? To anybody who is interested and might say, I want to be a champion.
Yes.
What are the qualifications to qualify to be a champion?
So to be a champion, you just need to be a student at a university studying actuarial science. Um, so and if there's already a champion, maybe you need to wait until that champion retires. Like when champions graduate, then another champion comes, right?
Oh, okay,
Um,
so one champion per school at a time, correct?
Yes. So
Oh,
sometimes some schools have very big programs. For example, Nairobi University, they enroll around 100 students per, or at least maybe slightly less. But the club is way more than 100 students. So in very big schools, we do allow two champions from different years because the cohorts are so big. People tend to keep within, like their years, like the young people and the more senior people.
uh-huh.
But normally it's one champion per school. Yes, one champion per
Mhm.
school.
Okay, do you take YouTube champions as well? So that I just sign up for
Are you
so
also
my
passing exams?
yes.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
actually going for, I think I have two more exams to go. So
Okay.
probably, dear ATEX, please make me a YouTube champion. All right, so
Yes.
just to get back to that, I think that maybe for those who might be discouraged about, or maybe they have a champion in their school already, so they can become champions, they might probably have to pray early for the champions to graduate, so they
Yes.
inherit the next championship. So how
Yes.
would the process be like? Because if we have maybe five students who want to be champions in a specific school, and one champion has graduated, how would they get to you?
Yeah, so usually when we already have a champion, we ask, we have a manager. So this program has been very successful, mainly
Hmm.
because, well, it started small, but then as it grew, we found a couple of people to manage it. And now we have one person, his name is Clement, and he's from Kenya. That's why we have 23 champions in Kenya. He's currently doing his master's in Portugal, actually. Um, and he's really good. So he's the one that finds the new champions. And then when we already have a champion at the university, what he does is he meets with the current champion and he asks the champion, who do you think should be the next champion? And yeah, we tend to have another aspect of the champion program is it gives people the opportunity to, like have a little bit of a leadership role because they need to propose to their club or they need to organize something. So it helps them grow in that aspect. So it tends to be somebody, like with that wants to develop that at least wants to develop that aspect, which is also very important for the actuarial career. So
Okay.
that's how it goes. So usually Clement talks to that's part of what we asked the current champion is help us find the next champion. Yes.
Oh, so I think I have two advice for those watching. First, find who is the current champion and start buying them a gift. Then secondly, I don't know, secondly, you just pray that you qualify. But if none of these two applies to you, then I suggest you take advantage of the discounts that's also available
Yes,
for others. Because you may not be a champion, but you can be your own champion in your home with the discount. So you are
yes,
good. Don't be
exactly.
discouraged if you already have a champion. But then I want to maybe ask this question for many others who do not know the exams that the championship program covers. Would it
Yes.
be every exam maybe from P to pre-ASA, FSA? Which exams do these championship programs cover?
So it covers the discount covers all materials for the associate level
Okay.
and not printed, so digital, and it covers the full bundle or just Go. But it doesn't cover the discount, it's not applicable like to just videos, for example. But it is for the study guide program, which has the manual and the videos, and so the full bundle or just Go. And just Go is um, it's quite successful, especially in developing countries. Go, uh, for people that don't know, it's a platform to for exam prep. So it's a database with more than 1,000 questions. Some exams have like 3,000 questions in the platform where you can practice a lot, and there's practice exams, and it has a score. You have a Go score, and it tells you how prepared you are, and it's very affordable. So that's one very important. I've been talking about discounts. Tradition Before the champion program, we actually didn't do discounts for students,
Okay.
and the reason is because we work very hard to keep our prices as low as possible. Okay, so if you compare our prices with the competition, like
Yeah.
the competition also has great products. They have a different business model than we do. We are a benefit corporation, which is a legal status in the US, which means we are a profit with a mission type of company, and our mission is high quality, affordable actuarial education. And the reason we can like keep our prices kind of contained, it's
Hmm.
not because so sometimes people say, oh, they don't have videos or they don't have we do have videos, we do have this platform, like we have all the things. The reason we can do it is because our authors, the people that work with us in content are professors and actuaries that believe in the same mission as we do. And
Okay.
everybody gets paid, nobody works for free, but like nobody is getting rich. That's basically the like the bottom line. This is actuarial education is a very niche thing, and
Hmm.
it is expensive because it's so niche. It's very hard to keep high quality
Yeah.
materials for this number of students. So we work with people that share the same mission as we do. Yeah. And actually,
Okay.
this champion program was born also, like from this mission, like from the same idea. Yeah.
Okay, then I think this is the best good news I've heard for today that it actually applies to every exam that is
Yes.
available pre-ASA. So by FSA, I think you should be your own champion to be able to buy your own materials and to study
Yes.
yourself.
But actually, for FSA, we have just launched international discount program because that's another thing. Before ACTEC, for a few years back, ACTEC was mainly SOA and CAS and focused on US and Canada. From
Okay.
a few years back, now we also offer IFOA study materials and IAI, which is the Indian study materials. And we have become very much global. This is a global program because we are a global company. And so we
Okay.
started to have much more students in developing countries where even our affordable prices are, like not that affordable. So we have a special discount, international discount program. You can
Mhm.
find it in our website, or if you Google ACTEC International Discount Program. It has a list of countries where if you don't need to be a student for that program. You just need to live in one of these countries and not be reimbursed by your company. And then we'll
Yeah.
give you that program is 25% for the first exams, then 20 for the rest of ASA, and then 15 for the FSA. And
Okay.
then for those countries, the champion program is going to evolve as well and give 25% for all the things that are covered in that program.
Hmm.
Okay, so the champion program keeps evolving as well as, like our um, knowledge of actuarial education and our contacts and our students also evolve. Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure maybe there might be some people asking, what is Go? What is Go? What is Go? Can you just summarize what the Go does, like the Go package does? I know for ATEX users, they may know, but for other non-ATEX users, they might want to know what really Go is and how best to use it.
Okay. So I could speak for an hour and about maybe that's another interview. So GOAL, it stands for Guided Online Actuarial Learning. So that's what GOAL means, Guided Online Actuarial
Okay.
Learning. But basically what it is, it's a big database of questions. So if you're studying for exam FM, you'll have, I don't know, maybe 1,500 questions, something like that.
Okay.
And the questions are all organized by topic. So imagine you want to you're studying bonds,
Hmm.
or like some are loan payments, drop balloon payments, like very specific loans, and then it's like
Yeah.
drop payments, things like that. So you can select if you are in practice or quiz mode, you can select, okay, I want bonds and I want drop or balloon payments. And then you'll see the exercises, the questions. Um, in FM, all the questions are multiple choice because FM is a multiple choice exam. So you see the question, you answer. In practice mode, you see the answer right away. In quiz, you
Hmm.
would wait until the end of the quiz. And then many times there's more than one solution. There's like common errors, like if you selected this, you probably did this wrong, that type of thing.
Okay.
You can flag a question to come back later. You so that there's a lot of functionality inside. And one very important thing that a lot of people don't know is in the question. So imagine you
Hmm.
answer the question, it's wrong, you didn't understand. There's a button that is ask a professor. So you can right there you can send an email to a professor
Okay.
asking, I did this way, why is it wrong? And then the professor knows you, Ruby, wrote a question on that particular question, and then
Okay.
they will reply. So that's part of Goal. It's included with Goal and with the manual within Goal. Um, and then Goal has other things as well. So besides this practice and quiz mode where you select a topic, we have practice exams that are curated beforehand with the right amount of questions of each topic and
Hmm.
that have a timer and everything. And then also very important is as you work through Goal, we are tracking the performance in the back. So we see what you're doing correct and wrong. And your
Okay.
goal score is going to move. And the goal score is one big number, but also you can drill down on your goal score and see in this section, like in bonds, do I need to work more in bonds or in loans or in, like on time value of money? So
Okay.
it tells you exactly where you need to work more. So it's kind of a very comprehensive um, solution for
Okay.
studying. Yeah.
I think, but this actually summarizes it because my experience with ATEC first was with exam PE, where I used it with Professor Ambrose. And it was
Yes.
great for me in passing my PE, but I had not really interacted with ATEX when it came to the preliminary like exams. So I would
Uh-huh.
agree that this description and this explanation actually helps us understand how ATEC works. So in order to wrap up, yes, we know we are wrapping up quickly and we're going back home to go and eat. What would be like your final words to actuarial students? Since I know that you have some teaching experience and teaching background, long years of
Yes.
teaching in different countries, actually. That was an
Yes.
amazing thing to notice. I think from UK, France, US,
And
many
Portugal.
more,
Yes.
and Portugal.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So you can
Yes.
give us a combined brief advice on how to approach actuarial exams in general for anybody watching who might want to know how
Oh,
to
well,
easily
that's a big
navigate.
question. Yes, that's a big question. Um, so my advice, well, okay, so for it, like just a general advice would be get to understand what you're trying to do, like understand what is the path. So if you're doing SOA, understand the SOA path well. If you're doing
Okay.
IFOA, understand IFOA path well. So like be very purposeful. Maybe that's not the word. Be very, like don't just do things because everybody else is doing. Don't just
Okay.
like start something. No, be very the main thing about the actuarial path is that is maybe different from other things that you've tried is that it's a very long path. Ruby, I don't know how many years you've ever been passing exams, but it's not going to be one or two exams and you're done. No, it's like
Mhm.
it's a marathon, right? So you need to have um, kind of a vision of what that's going to look like, and then you need to be very strategic. Okay,
Okay.
a lot of you are going to start this when you are in college, and then you are going to be deep on it when you're having kids. And having kids is like one of the most hard things that you'll do in your life while passing actuarial exams, which is extremely like it's two extremely hard things. So know all these things and get prepared. Like another very important thing that I always tell students, I give these talks about how to study for exams,
Mhm.
is like use the time while you are young and not have kids, like when you're in college, to get to know yourself very well. Know what works for you. What works for you is not the same thing that works for the other person.
Mhm.
And like, know your strengths, your weaknesses, and then learn how to study the right way. You'll need to study a lot. So there's there are smart ways to study and there's not so smart ways to study. If you had
Mhm.
infinite time in your life, you could probably learn everything that there is, but the time is not infinite. So you need to be very
Exactly.
strategic and, uh, to plan this path. And I do believe everybody can learn, in a big, more like math and hard things. Everybody can do hard things.
Mhm.
Another thing you need to know, it's not going to be easy. It's not, but that's okay. Like easy things are not the best things. Best things are
Mhm.
hard. So know that it's going to be hard and embrace it. And I mean, not every day we will want to embrace it. But
Okay.
again, it's a marathon. So I think it's a little bit, I've never run marathons, but I think it's a little bit of when people start training for marathons and things like that, they know it's going to be hard, right?
Mhm.
Sometimes they are suffering but they know what they are doing. So here is a similar thing. It's going to be hard, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
So, like just plan for it.
You just summarized a whole book in 2 minutes or in 3 minutes. So thank you so much for this great nuggets of wisdom. I think one personal thing I deduced from what he just said was the fact that you have to learn smartly. Like
Yes.
because you don't have all the time, let's assume if we all had
Yes.
nothing doing, We did not have
Yes.
any family members to call. We don't have time to eat. We don't have time to do anything.
Yeah.
Then we could all be relaxed and study actual exams for on like with our own pace. But now that we have other things going on, then we
Yeah.
have to use the SMART method. And then I think another profound thing out of the many profound advice that you gave was the fact that you have to know what works, like learning style that works for you. Because if I should follow my
Yes.
one thing I don't do is to study in the night. Like
Yes.
since my childhood days, high school, no, I'm not going to sit behind like dim light or bright light at night, study past 12 a.m. because I'm not the type. But in the morning, yes, you get me. Like from 4 a.m., 5 a.m. to a
Oh my
certain
God.
time, I'm
Okay.
yes, I like study. I can even study as early as 2 a.m. I'm a very morning person. So I could see my friends studying, maybe exam is tomorrow. God bless them. But I'm not in.
Yeah.
Then sometimes it could come off as probably your different learning style, but I know that's what works for me. Because if I sit down at night and I'm studying, I might use 5 hours in the night to study just a page. And that's me.
Yes.
Because it doesn't work for me.
Yes. And there's many things I could say about studying. Another very important thing is that we know the human being procrastinates or like leave,
Mhm.
like I was a professor many years. My students had a week to do homework. Do you guess when they did the homework? The night before the homework was due. All the time. The good students and the bad students. Everybody does that. And with something like actuarial exams, which is a very, very long path, and you cannot study in 2 days, right?
Mhm.
It's dangerous because if you procrastinate too much, but human being is built that way. So you need to be very
Mhm.
smart. You need to pick a lot of deadlines,
Okay.
put a lot of deadlines to yourself. So even if you procrastinate, you just procrastinate until that deadline, and then you have another one and another one. So there's a lot of little things you have to learn to do to be successful in taking these exams. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Joanne, for honoring our invitation and kindly take this message to ATEX for me to enroll me as YouTube champion. And if you're new on this channel, please kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if Joanna is available, if you have other questions, you can reach out to her on LinkedIn. You could all see the name spelled out, but I'll add her full name also and her LinkedIn
Yes.
profile on if you have questions concerning the AdTech product, since she's the product product
Yes.
development manager, right?
Yes. I am VP of content development and strategy.
Perfect.
Yes.
So you direct all
Yes.
your questions and she's going to answer them. But if you have not liked the video, that's the first step to disqualify from the championship program. That's actually a joke though. So like the video, share, and subscribe. And until the next time, it's a bye from my end with
Bye.
Joanne.